Grade 9. Hope you are all fine. Today our lesson is called A Teacher's Story. You have to comprehend first these questions, discuss them alone. Ask yourself, what critical situation have you encountered? What something serious or dangerous or have it changed you have faced? Have you ever been in a situation where you were considered different from others? How did you feel? Were you treated differently once? How does it feel to be treated differently from all others? Has anyone ever tried to encourage you at a critical and decisive moment in your life? Who supported you in this situation? Have you ever had a teacher who inspired or encouraged you to work harder or pursue a particular goal? What was the outcome of such support? If you have a teacher that always supports you, what thing did she do and what goal did you have and you were able to achieve? After discussing these questions, we have this picture. Try to look at the picture and guess what our lesson will be about. Is the teacher here treating them good or badly? Is she treating all the students the same, or she's focusing on one negatively or positively? Later, try to comprehend this or to answer this question. Who's your favorite teacher? What do you remember him or her for? What qualification do you expect of a good teacher? In your opinion, who would you consider a good teacher if he did what and what and what? If his character was like what? Have you ever heard of this story? What do you think this story is going to be about? Make a prediction based on the picture and the title. So we can understand from this question that the main character is Teddy. And you can guess who is Teddy here in the story. Yes, as you can see, the one the teacher is talking about. What is the main idea of the story, or what action it's going to be about, in your opinion? So, after finishing all of these, refer to your textbook and read a teacher's story on page 20, 21, and 22 to answer questions on page 22. Look here. Here there is the story, a teacher's story. This is the story. You have to read it. It's very interesting story. Okay. And after the story, there are 8 questions you have to answer and discuss based on the story you have just read. You may get help to summarize or understand using the workbook. You may write the story element, the setting, okay, and etc. to help you understand the story more. After you finish reading and answering the questions, discussing it, you have to fill the outline as we said and to summarize the story. You have to summarize the main events of the story in our organized paragraph. يعني as short paragraph you have to write all the story as a summary يعني with your own words. Let's come to the lesson first. Here it begins with how the first day of school of Mrs. Thompson in her class. So the other main character in this story is Mrs. Sampson. So the teacher's name is Mrs. Thompson. So we have 2 main characters. From the question we could understand that he studied, and from here we could know the name of the teacher, Mrs. Thompson. Okay, he is in 5th grade. Then there is an illustration that Mrs. Thompson is narrating the story, so it's a first point of view, since one of the character is narrating the story, what happened, how did she treat Teddy, and how this was changed. Okay, you have to read it carefully in order to see where is the conflict, what happened, how did that conflict change after she knew what. After Teddy, then what did Teddy do in order to thank his teacher? Did he change or not? Okay, all of these questions are going to be answered through reading the story.